Hello and welcome back. In today's video, I'm here to give you my thoughts on the latest transfer news about Luton. Jamal Lewis, who's just recently been released by Newcastle, is linked to be coming to the football club, and also our goalkeeper, Thomas Kaminski, is being reported to be leaving the football club to go to Charlton for £1 million. I'm going to talk about those two pieces of transfer news in today's video. Before I go into detail, can we smash the like button on today's video? It helps the video perform better. Also, let me know your thoughts down in the video comments on Jamal Lewis coming back to the club for the second time, and also Thomas Kaminski leaving the football club. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. We're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I make Luton and EFL content. So, Jamal Lewis is a 27-year-old left-back. He turns 28 in January. We do need a left-back, in my opinion. I don't think Alfie Doughty is a natural left-back. He's more of an attacking left wing-back. Better further forward, he can play as a number 10 and also as a left winger. So, I'd rather Alfie be played further forward, and that basically leaves us a little bit light in the left back role. We've got Joe Johnson. We of course released Amari Bell, so we don't actually have a left back that's experienced, a senior left back who's been there and done it. And Jamal Lewis, I found it really surprising to see that this has been reported that he potentially could be coming back to the club for the second time. Now, the first time he was at Luton was when he was an academy player. He left Luton to actually pursue a running career, but then ended up going back into football, and he went through the Norwich Academy, and that's where he made a name for himself. Done very well at Norwich, earning himself a move to go to Newcastle, but then since leaving Norwich, things haven't quite been the same for him, and he's now at a position where he doesn't have a club anymore. He's just recently been released by a Premier League side. I think he could easily play in the Championship, so I'm a little bit surprised to see that there's no Championship teams looking at him. At the moment, nothing's been reported. It's just been reported that Luton are the team looking at him. But if he drops to League One, I do believe it is a great signing if it does happen. But of course, there is a red flag there, because why is no Championship clubs, of course, looking at him? Why is he going straight to League One? Is there something wrong with him? But as I've already mentioned, I think since leaving Norwich, things haven't quite worked out for him. I don't think there's been any wow moments throughout his career since leaving Norwich, and I think that's maybe put off a few clubs in going after him. He's also had a loan spell at Watford. Every player makes a mistake in their careers, and that was definitely a big mistake, going to Watford in the Championship for a season. He went over to Brazil, but then he missed a lot of games over in Brazil on the loan move because he picked up an ankle injury. So I'm looking at this thinking, Jamal Lewis, he needs to find a club to rediscover the form which he had at Norwich, because at Norwich he was amazing. He got into the Championship team of the season. He was this bright upcoming left back that will go on to bigger and better things. He still plays for Northern Ireland. He has been capped a few times for Northern Ireland over the last couple of years. But yeah, he's now in a position where he needs to find himself a new club. Maybe Luton could be that club that helps him refigure out that form and get back to playing every single week and putting in really good consistent performances in like he was doing at Norwich. In terms of style of play, I actually think he would suit the way Matt Bloomfield would want to play for next season, playing out from the back, being comfortable at doing it, holding on to the ball in right areas. His concentration's really good, and I guess as well, as he tried to pursue a running career, he must be naturally very fit, so he can handle quite a lot of games. And as we're coming up to a big season in League One where there's 4 competitions, including the 3 cups and also the league, we're going to be playing a lot of games, and if he's naturally fit, he can handle those amount of games. It was also reported, with Jamal Lewis potentially coming back to Luton for a second time, that he would be Alfie Doughty's replacement. Now, Alfie Doughty has had reported interest from Middlesbrough because Rob Edwards is now the new manager over there, so I can imagine Middlesbrough might go in for Alfie. At the moment, he's the only player that I've not seen a picture from in pre-season. All the other players I've seen pictures, but Alfie Doughty is the one player that I've not actually seen back at pre-season. He might still be there. The club might have just done that on purpose. I'm not too sure. I'm just trying to put 2 and 2 together here, because if he hasn't had a photo yet and it hasn't been published on the club website, something might be up, or he might not have returned back for pre-season. I'm not too sure, but I'm expecting Alfie to have some sort of bids from other clubs in higher divisions or potentially abroad because of the season he had last year. I thought, despite it being a poor one for the team, he did have a few standout moments. He does create a lot of chances from his set pieces, and also the 2 seasons before that in the Premier League and also in the promotion winning season in the Championship. So I can imagine Alfie's going to have interest, and you're looking at, fees of at least north of £5 million. So definitely large amount of money, and they think Jamal Lewis might be Alfie Doughty's replacement. Some might not be happy with that. As I've already mentioned, Jamal Lewis hasn't really done well since leaving Norwich, but Jamal Lewis, Premier League experience, Championship experience, dropping down to League One, I'm sure he can smash it and do extremely well if the reports are true. Of course, I will talk more about Jamal Lewis in a future video if we do sign him on a permanent basis. And the next part of this video is now me talking about Thomas Kaminski going to Charlton for £1 million. It's just recently been reported in the last couple of hours. Thomas is 32 years old, so to get £1 million for a goalkeeper that's also turning 33 soon in this upcoming year, I think it's actually good money. We spent £2.5 million on Thomas Kaminski in the Premier League season, and he has given us some really good performances. The Premier League season, I thought he was really good. I did think his performances did drop off in the Championship relegation season, and we're at a point where we know he's a clear Championship keeper. We know he's got that quality, and some of the saves he does pull off are amazing. I've been very critical of him because I don't like a goalkeeper who can't communicate. I don't think he commands his area that well. So that's why I'm a little bit not too bothered if he does leave. But of course, look, he is a Championship keeper. He's one of the best goalkeepers in League One. But realistically, at his age, at his stage in his career, he wants to be playing at the highest level possible. He might think he still has a chance at being the goalkeeper at Belgium. So he needs to be playing in the highest league possible in order to get international call-ups. And if a Championship club wants you or an overseas club wants you, you're going to be interested in the move. And to get £1 million from Charlton, it's nice. It's £1 million back into the transfer pot for us to reinvest into players. I don't even think we need to bring in a goalkeeper. We've got Walton, we've got James Shea. James Shea last time in League One was one of the best goalkeepers in the league. He got Golden Glove. He had to share it with the Barnsley keeper. And also we've got Walton, who's got experience being a League One goalkeeper, experience in being a Championship keeper. And over the last 2 years, he's been in Scotland and he's done amazing. He made the most saves in the Scottish Premiership last year. So I think we've got a keeper that's more than capable of doing a really good job in this upcoming season in League One. So that is the end of today's video. Let me know what you think down in the video comments. Smash the like button for me as well. Jamal Lewis potentially coming back to Luton for a second time, this time to be in the first team. And then our number one goalkeeper, Thomas Kaminski, potentially leaving the football club for £1 million to go to Charlton. Of course, I will update you guys on any official announcements which get made over the remaining part of the summer transfer window. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to hit 5k like I said at the start. I make Luton and EFL content. Don't forget to follow me across all my social media, and I'll see you guys in the next video.